Hello, potassium people. Welcome back to another Banana Bites where we're eating this banana and asking Valve to please add the strange second banana to Team Fortress 2. Seriously, I've been eating these for a while. But before I eat the scrumptious, decadent looking banana, I'm going to talk about desire. Specifically, how does one get desire? Because I've been thinking about this for a little bit. Just like with most of these other rants or whatever you want to call them, these tirades, these explanations of things. I like thinking. And desire is one of those things that is innate. It's just built in to the core of existence. I was thinking, what spawns desire? What helps create desire? I kind of narrowed it down to 3 steps, I guess maybe 4 if you really think about it. And so here's what I've come to realize. The first thing in order to have a desire for something, and that could be anything. It could be having a business, it could be trying something new, or it could be to have the strange second banana put into Team Fortress 2. So, first thing, you have to be exposed to it. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you have to be exposed to the specific thing that you're going to desire later down the road, but it does mean you have to be exposed to some part of it. Something has to click, right? So, for instance, I'm playing TF2. I eat an item, okay? Let's say I eat the Delocus bar. Let's say this is before the second banana, okay? I ate the Delocus bar. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then I wonder to myself, I wonder how many times I could eat this. And then, are we able to keep track of that? Boom. 2 ideas: strange and eating things. And it's like, what if there are other food items? Boom. Second banana. There are ideas there. Or maybe you see a heavy eat the second banana and you're like, wow, I wish that was me. It's like, wow. Once you get one, it's like, wow. We should be able to track how many times we eat this. Seriously, something is wrong with Valve to not have that as just an option. To be able to track how many times you eat the second banana. That's crazy. Anyways, that's besides the point. The first thing is you have to be exposed to it. It doesn't need to necessarily be the core thing. It doesn't have to be extremely specific to what your desire is going to be, but you need to at least have an inkling of it. You may see someone else have a business. Maybe you don't even see someone have a business. You see someone have money and you're like, wow, how do I get money? And then this is where the second part comes in. After being exposed to an idea, this is shaped by realization. The realization of what you would do with a specific something, with your idea, your desire, etc., etc. You have to realize what it would do for you or what it would do if it existed. Like, if you do want a business, guess what? Businesses can help you gain money. People like money, usually because it helps you buy bananas. This is great news. Maybe you should start a business. And once that realization kicks in, there is a third thing, which is the reshaping of the realization. Because sometimes the desire may be a little too insane, right? Maybe someone grows up, they watch Superman, they're like, wow, when I grow up to be 57, I hope I step in radioactive goo and get superpowers. That'd be really cool. And then, they learn about stuff. They realize, hey, maybe that's not the best thing. And they realize maybe they can't be Superman, but they sure can be Superman. That was stupid. That was such a stupid joke. Okay, but realistically, you first have to be exposed to something. You have to realize what that thing will do. And then you have to shape the desire itself based on the expectations of reality. And that's why it could technically be 4 things. Because understanding how it could exist and then reshaping it into something else could mean there's like a barrier to the desire. But realistically, before you reshape it, you just have to adjust it a little bit. Not necessarily to fit within reality itself, but to fit what you want, if that makes sense. So, all of this is to say, if I had never played TF2, I would have never wanted Stranges. Because when you get your first kill, there's a little spark of being exposed to something. Wow. What if we tracked that? What if I knew how many kills I got? What if I knew how many kills I got with this specific weapon? And then the realization, oh, this is what I could do with it. This is how far I could go. I could do it with my favorite weapon. I could do it with all of the weapons, etc. And then the culling, the shaping of reality, what you need to do to pursue it. It's interesting. But with all that being said, I'm going to eat this banana now. And hope one more time the Valve's actually working on that MVM update. Golly gee, I sure do hope they're working on it. Be a real shame if Valve wasn't working on it. Right, Valve? Anyways. What a nice sweet treat. I won't lie though, this one's kind of weird. It feels extremely dry. It happens. All right. Potassium people, that's it for today. I'll talk to you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.